Let's try that again with it not on mute. What's happening? Oh, we are live, getting ready to start. Both players are in the house. Final preparations before they start their rematch. Second match.
Something like that.
Some kind of match. Oh, I guess I should fix my scoreboard too. My money's wrong.
Well, then.
300. Yeah, like that. Even, yeah. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And then somebody wants to walk over and come in the door like,
Yeah, it's Chris.
well, find out what he wants, because I'm in the middle of the street. Nick will probably I will never, ever, ever, ever fault somebody for trying to be courteous. Gotta love it. So here we are.
I could have asked that before I went through all the trouble shutting the door and
Well,
it
yeah.
back up here.
So what do we got going on around here? We got nothing.
Nothing?
What camera are we on?
We have nothing.
Very, very, very. That's really dark in here today because there's like nothing going. Our 3 holdout green tables, everything will be blue here. Short. Well, and that. All right. So,
Oh, well, you got a great shot of my daughter stuffing her face. It's awesome.
well, that's not hard to do. That's what she's always.
Over there.
They can get a really.
Oh, now we're just sitting there on the phone. Can I get you?
Oh no, I just need her to pick up a wing and start trying to.
She looks disturbed.
She does. Wing. Okay.
You
You can do it.
I think you missed it.
No,
You
she can
might
do
be
it
out of
again.
luck.
She can do it again. Pick your nose. That would be really embarrassing.
No, but Josh is stuffing his face.
Yeah, but he's got his back to the camera. Like he's listening to me. And then he looks at the camera on top of it. All right. Come on. Come on.
Match is starting out here.
He's still racking the balls. We're not even close to starting yet. She's just not going to do it. She is not going to. Come on.
Yeah, you're out of luck. You missed your golden opportunity.
Come on, Nick. Still not breaking. He's still. See, look, there he goes. He's walking off. He's going over there somewhere. See, we're good.
She is so. It's a good thing she doesn't go back and watch most of these.
Oh, I'm going to tell her to go back and watch it. Be bopping. Grab a wing. Ah, grab a wing. What's up, Evie?
Thanks for the like.
Come on.
Welcome
No,
in.
quit wiping. Come on. Come on. Hurry. I gotta go.
She's not gonna do it. You're not gonna catch it.
All right. We'll come back here and watch pool then.
Even though it would be more fun to torture the 15-year-old.
Yes, absolutely. But that's okay.
Makes
Nice break.
a ball or two.
Very nice break with a shot, with natural angle to get on the 2. Pretty open table. The 8 ball. Oh no, that 8 ball goes by the 9. That 8 ball goes by the 9. Never mind. There are no problems on this table. This is a beautiful little setup. 2 to the 3 is going to be the biggest, the hardest part of the whole thing. Not hardest part, but that'll be the key shot from the 2 to the 3 to the 5. Those 3 balls.
Turn my ringer off.
Figure out where he's going to. I think he tries to come down below the side pocket. You don't want to be shooting across the side pocket. And she spit him out. Table's evil like that. Mm-mm-mm. Great way to come to the table. Backed up over the top of a ball to start.
Well, he made it. Just not in the right pocket.
Yeah, which does him no good. I feel like I got that shared with a lot of new groups that I'm involved with, more pool groups. Hopefully, it produces more people watching and more people sharing and more people liking and more people subscribing. And then looky there, it's Mr. Sargon getting ready for his snooker nationals this weekend.
Oh, he must be talking to you. Invited to what?
You know, what were you being invited to? You mean this place that you just kind of abandon and never come to anymore?
Oh,
And a ball in hand, Chuck. I can't believe my road dog turned on me and went to a snooker club and just quit going to tournaments with me or any of that stuff. I'm going to California Fish Grill this weekend. Where are you going to be? Oh, wait, you're not going to be at the tournament that I thought you would go to with me this year because you went with me last year.
are you?
Yeah,
Are you?
I was abandoned.
Are you whining?
I was abandoned. Yes,
Would you like
I
some
was.
cheese with that?
I was thrown away with yesterday's garbage.
Well, you could always take him to Texas.
You can't go to Texas. You can't get him to take a weekend off, let alone a week. His wife and kids would just murder him for being gone. It's all right. We'll find out when the Crockett is, and then we'll give you another chance overcut that ball. Just flat out overcut it. Hopefully, Steven can get zoomed in enough to at least contact this ball. This.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Okay. He's
Fall don't.
no, he's not.
Hmm.
He's kind of all over the place right now. He's not having a whole lot of success controlling. That was a nice shot.
Well,
All right, do it again. Ooh, he's banking it. Yeah, no, I'm cutting this ball in the side pocket
yeah, me
because
too.
I bank like a freaking. Ah,
And my banks have been off, so I'm with you. I would have cut it
I, I haven't banked a ball well in a week and a half. And I was banking balls really good there for a minute. All of a sudden, nope. But hey, it is what it is.
in. Indeed.
This ball is fine. I'd either make the ball or I would completely miss it. Did that a lot.
You better get it together before this weekend.
Um, So there are secrets to this table. And I think the biggest one is if you're not stroking the ball smooth, if you're a little herky jerky, you're having it is very hard to get a ball to go in a pocket. Um, these 4-inch pockets are brutal and they require you to be smooth and precise.
They will definitely point out all of your flaws and put them on display for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Nice out there. He's not liking his stroke today.
Trying to turn over a new leaf, this is difficult. I am. I didn't say a word. That comment definitely left a lot of openings.
Well, I'll attempt not to lob anything else over the plate.
I appreciate it. So excited when we get the final 3 tables done in blue.
Yeah. And then the 2 that are green are gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, but those will get done in August. Only a couple months away. It's really not that far. Might be able to talk. I might be able to talk him into at least doing those 2 and then holding off on those 2 until
What, 15 and 20?
do 8 and 20 and then do 12 and 15 in August.
Well, if you if y'all leave 8 and 20 green, you know what that's gonna do to my OCD. I'm gonna have to cover them up.
Well, those are gonna be the only 2 that are green until this rate, August.
Right.
Nothing I can do about that. Like I said, I would be all for doing them, get those 3 done, and then do 8, do 20, and then the following week do 12 and 15, and just be done with it. Let's
Mm.
yeah, that's something you haven't seen yet, Sargon, our Sea of Blue.
It's very prettiful. I like it much better than green.
I agree.
Almost went perfect.
And the Scratchy. Scratchy. Oh, I think I shared it.
Well, what were you thinking?
Apparently I was.
Well played, sir. Mm.
A long ways. Long, long ways to go.
It was me.
Ooh. Oh, center. Slide forward, 9 bottom right, 10 top right. I don't like. I don't know why with on hand he doesn't just shoot at the side pocket and roll forward for the 9.
Huh. Maybe he doesn't like the side pocket.
They're the biggest pockets on the table, and he has ball in hand. Again, we all see the table differently. I understand that. I just think for ease of out, it's literally a roll forward shot and then a roll forward shot and then a stop shot, and you're good. Nick's got to do, I mean, not much. He'll draw into the corner. He'll use low right, come 2 rails and go above it. He ended up in the side. No, he didn't use any. He didn't use enough right.
No, he got a heck of a roll out of that, though.
Yeah,
Did he just call that in that pocket down there?
he called it the top left.
Hmm. Nine into side, 10 into corner.
Yep, bottom side, top right. Natural, just roll. Looks like he's got an angle to roll it.
Maybe not.
No, he could have rolled it. He was just looking at not wanting to baby a stroke, which I can understand that too. Yeah. 20?
We had an overzealous index finger. It's a 3-game spot. GG.
Yeah, what she said. Get what?
By the 3. I can't
Yes.
see.
Yes. 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 He can either come. He's got a couple routes he can come at it. I think he can hit it. I think he can hit it flush over here. If not, he can come here and come out that way.
You're welcome.
Got far enough down to get to that ball too.
It would appear. Ooh. So close.
Steven beat him last time they played. Last Wednesday they played this same set and Steven beat him. So I have a hard time. Beat him 9-7.
I'd say it's fair.
Until it's proven otherwise, right now Steven's up. He's playing on Nick's money right now. I think the big equalizer here, JG, is the fact that it's big table. Hugo doesn't spend a lot of time on the big table. Not He's a box player. I try to be, and I like to make sure that the matches that play on our stream are not highway robbery. But yeah, I mean, until it's proven otherwise, I think it is because, like I said, Steven played well against Nick last week, and Nick
They're
played
playing pinball. Oh, he hated 19. I thought that said 9 ball. Wow, I need to have my glasses checked.
Yeah, he does hate 19. Like I said, and Hugo doesn't play 9 foot. He doesn't play big table. This is not his realm.
Even his,
No, that's not.
or is it?
It's a,
Is it
but he does different playing at home than it is here.
true? Oh, that's right, because I remember you said about getting rid of it and getting.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody wants to watch horrible one-sided matches that aren't fair. Everybody wants to see. Doesn't matter how good the people play; they just want to see a competitive, fair match, fun match. So, yeah, I'm a little. I watch what goes on and what gets on the stream. And Nick does hate 19. But Steven plays more 9-foot table than Nick does. And he plays a lot of bar box, but he still plays more 9-foot than Nick does. Uh,
On weeknights.
Mhm. I think Nick has the edge in gambling. You know, the money pressure will not get to Nick on these You know, Nick doesn't care. Wait, let me rephrase that. Nick does care, but Nick's a gambler. Nick gambles. You know, Steven is just starting his trek into that kind of playing and that kind of pressure.
Stuff.
Well, I appreciate it, JG. I try and be. Like I said, I just fact sometimes I'm so fair it's stupid and I put myself in bad situations. Speaking of which, I owe a hand push for one of those. Amen. Both these guys. Right now, the thing that's killing both these guys is their stroke. Just neither one of them really stroking the ball smooth. Like I said, this table will eat you alive if you're not smooth.
Indeed.
That's why I can't make a ball on this table.
Full of it.
I play bad.
Oh yeah, you play so terrible.
So you are correct. BB did end up beating him in 9-ball. They played a second set, and BB beat him playing 9-ball. The only reason I let that go and let that happen was because BB was calling out Troy. Troy wasn't chasing BB. BB chased Troy, wanted the game. Um, and that's, I wasn't going to tell BB no, he couldn't have the game. So I let him play. 8-ball against Troy on a bar box for BB. And BB knows it. BB knows that's not his game. And he figured out that Troy wasn't the one to go at there. But like I said, he turned around and played Troy a set of 9-ball right after we went off the air. And he ended up winning his money back playing 9-ball. So he wanted the game. I don't know why he chose to play even. I think they had played on a Friday night tournament and some stuff was said. I don't know the whole story about what happened. I just know that had Troy been chasing BB around, calling BB out and trying to force the game, I would have never streamed it. Not even. They would have had to have figured something out. But BB wanted the game and BB called for the game and I let it happen. So I think in the beginning of that I might have even prefaced that when we went
You
live
did.
saying, the only reason that game was happening on my stream was because BB wanted it. But like I said, my hat's off to BB. He came back to the 9-ball set and beat it. I didn't find that out until the next day because, like I said, I wasn't able to stream it. I had already had plans and had to take off. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that 8-ball matchup again. I don't know if BB will ever. BB is not an 8-ball player. He likes rotation. He likes 9-ball. He's not even much. Doesn't even care much for 10-ball. Although now he's starting to dabble in one pocket, which is good. That's awesome. I mean,
More power to him.
yeah,
Game bores me to tears.
bores a lot of people to tears. But I can see the allure of one pocket as a gambler.
Maybe.
I still don't. I don't play the game, nor do I plan on starting anytime soon. I figure I got another 25 to 30 years before I start playing one pocket. Nice shot, Hugo. It's a game. It's different. It's like 8-ball. I don't play 8-ball either. And God knows I'm not playing bar box 8-ball.
So
Actually, I'm kidding because I'm about to start playing bar box 8-ball again next. Get through the Markulis and then it's bar box. We do not have league next week. But I also start with Big Fish on Monday night the week after. They tried to get me to play Monday. I couldn't. But yeah, as soon as we come back from break, it's Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, Friday nights, Sunday day. Hooty hoo woo. 7 balls in the hole. Nope. Yep. 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 BB is starting to play one pocket. Oh, Troy's probably watching. Yeah, Troy's not much into gambling, but he will. I know, and that's where thank God I finally got back there because that brief little bar box thing was. Although I'm going to Texas next month and playing in a bar box 10-ball tournament. I gotta start hitting on the bar box again to get ready for that. Be gone for a little over a week. Well, God, before I walked away, it is fun to watch these matches. It's fun to watch these guys compete, all that stuff. So I enjoy doing it. I enjoy putting the matches on. I enjoy giving these guys a stage to play on. I just wish I could get more people to. What's happening, Mr. Johnson?
Lee.
Oh.
I don't know, but I see somebody that does. Right above you. right above your chat. We can throw it out. We can throw it out to Troy as well. See if he's interested or not. I know Tinsley, you'll be home next week, right? Or is it this week? Oh yeah, I remember. Sometimes you got to do. I think it's more. I hate 8 ball more than it's bar box. We'll see. I'll start getting ready for Texas for the 10 ball tournament on a box and see what I think.
I can hear the person now.
Yeah, probably. I just think Jaime has a problem sitting around by himself watching TV. I don't think that's Jaime's a social butterfly. He don't want to sit around and watch. He wants to be out talking to people and having fun.
Next Thursday.
That's what I thought. What I thought. He'll be back in time for the player appreciation tournament, the BCA player appreciation tournament.
Indeed.
Because I know well, I think we have because I know Tinsley agreed to it and I know Nick agreed to it. So I think we're gonna have a
It says
Tinsley and
Nick
Nick
match. That was
match.
supposed to happen.
I think that's bar box 8 ball though. That's and I'm sure
That's
for that match I'll do it whatever day they want to play. Well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna give you some time, Tinsley. We're not gonna. You come back, get your play in, get ready, and then, like I said, I know you agreed to the concept of playing Nick. I know you're more than willing to do so. So we'll get that one to happen here as soon as you're both ready. Give you a minute to get back and reacclimate to this hellhole. Leave paradise and have to come here. How miserable would
right. Oh, but don't talk about Eric's little slice of heaven.
he did mention it to me about being willing to play. So I know he's up for the game. He had said something to me about it. I think you and I had already talked, and he had said something to me, and I, told him you had stuff going on and you were headed back to the Philippines for a bit. Then we would talk when you got back. So I can't disagree with that statement. Just a whittle. I know they're playing No Early Ten,
Right.
so it would have spotted.
Right. Call it.
Ow.
Or sorry, he wouldn't have gotten another.
Correct. Unless.
But he didn't make the ball, so it doesn't matter.
Correct.
Mm. Oh,
I'm not even gonna try to figure it out.
do I look dumbfounded?
Uh,
I, I'm
How you doing, Flavio? Glad you
doing
got to
flop.
come watch and try not to make sense. Like I said, I'm sure it's an inside joke somewhere that somebody will understand.
Sure it is.
Jeff, I am sure when we get that match locked down and ready to go, I'm sure you might be able to find somebody to side bet.
We're fabulous. Well, I'm fabulous. I don't know about him.
I'm tired.
He's old.
We did 2 more tables today, so we're down to only 5 tables in this room that aren't blue now. Okay, you do that. I agree, Tinsley. He's walking around. Or go out the other way. Yeah, I agree. He does play a lot better than this Fargo, but his Fargo is just based off a league play here, and it's tough to get your Fargo to do anything. I'm glad he's going to the Markulis this weekend as well. So I'm going, he's going, a few people going from here. Get out and get playing in some other stuff. Thank you, Flavio. It's a crap ton of work, but I'm glad to be getting them all done, and they're playing good and they look good. So I said we got 9 and 13 done today. Now we only have 16, 17, 21, 8, and 20 left. Oh my. And scratch. Ouch. Alright, see what Nick 7 balls jacked up. Six ball goes by the 3. Kind of an ugly little table. I I don't want you bringing it by these guys gambling. They're gonna flip. Yeah, yeah, or yeah. Just we'll get it later. All right. Nick's pausing to put in earbuds. Um, Interested to see what his plan is with the 7. Is he just going to shoot it across the side pocket? Because oh, that thing's ugly. I mean, a little off the rail, but still on this table, it's still scary. Call it the top side. Try and play it off the 7 here. Oh, he didn't hit the 7 though. That's exactly what he was trying to do. Oh, that was a nice shot. Trying to play it off the 7, which I like the thought. Unfortunately, did not pay off. I don't know that I'd call it. I would just roll it up there and try and put them. Try and use. You got the 7 and 9 there. There's a little bit of a gap, but you got a pretty good chance of getting a safe out of it. He's going to play to make the ball. Oh, he ran into. I don't think he meant to run into the 9 ball. Yeah, the shot played perfectly if he doesn't run into the 9. That 9 ball is now sitting in a perfect place for him. He just he's gonna play the bank and play it off of the 9. Oh, he's gonna miss. Play the kick, call the 7. Play the kick off the foot rail, call the 7, it goes. Yep, 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 yep. Huh? Yeah. Now you bank the 6, bottom center. Gonna have fairly natural bank it across. Just shoot it hard enough to make it. You're gonna have a longer shot on the 8 ball, but it's not the end of the world. I don't negative goes. That's not a good idea. Not sure why he chose to go. Do not shoot this ball hard, whatever you do. Shot. Cable's sitting pretty.
It is now. It wasn't when I left.
No. No. But they had some options, and it never panned out until that kick shot that Steven made on the 6-7 kick combo off the ball into the side pocket, which was absolutely the right shot to shoot. Um, things just never quite wiggled right for those guys before that. Perfect. Almost looked upset for a second there, like he was trying to shoot it to the side pocket. Like, no, you're straight in. Just roll the ball forward. Nothing smashing. No gorilla contact here. Just
No need to be great, babe.
you gotta hit it a little harder than that. But that's okay. Good shot.
There it is.
I thought I was the only one that got about that.
Apparently not.
Obviously not. It's funny because I'll pick the rack up off the table where people have racked upside down, and it actually makes me go, "Ah!" I grab the rack.
Hi,
Like,
Judy.
"Hi, mom." We got an interesting matchup as far as matchups go right now.
Yeah.
Right? They look dry.
Indeed.
Their neighbor's still on a.
Um, very quiet.
Uh, Ball's a little. Thinking, like he's trying to run into the nine. It didn't turn out horrible.
Go in the side pocket now.
Yep. I don't think it goes by the nine to the corner, but it definitely goes in the side. Problem is, he's not. He's going to have to go past the five ball, shoot the five ball back up table. Figure out six ball. Here, let's give him. Hard to tell if there's enough angle to power that through. But I will absolutely stream a golf game. Who's gonna play? Yeah, I will absolutely stream a good golf game if you got one. Let me know. Uh-oh. Huh? Not in a good
Nice shot, Nick.
AG, I don't know who you texted, but it wasn't me. Well, I got other texts that I didn't realize I had. Yeah, JG, I don't know that anybody's playing golf. I mean, we really don't have anybody. Um, Let me see what I can figure out. See if I can find somebody. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to start looking.
Nice out, Nick.
He needed that. He needed to get his head on right. Might have been easier than I thought. Oh, no, no, no. No, Trini is a 5'15" or 5'08" or something like that. Hey, JG, Gary said he'd be interested in playing the golf game. Five 17. Yeah, Trini's a 5'17".
Mr. Gary Brown, welcome in, sir.
And mom, you're right. Nick is not that last rack looked like he's starting to feel it a little bit, but he's definitely not 100%. I know he's not feeling real well either. That was a heck of a shot there. Nice shot, Mr.
Needless
Yuko.
to put a tourniquet on the bleeding.
Yep. Oh, good God, Anthony. Check your spelling before you hit enter, would you? Thank you. These freaking text to talk to text people. But yeah, I agree with you, JG, that Steven does play better than Trini. Anthony, sit down and shut up. The adults are talking right now. Gary is trying to match up with JG. There we go. Looks like we got a golf game in the works. That's that's a worthy that's a worthy stream match. I like it.
Uh-oh.
Nope. 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 But I definitely agree that Stevens Fargo is a little lower than what he actually plays. I almost like played that as a two-way, which not a horrible shot, but I don't think he got there. And if he did, Nick will go to his jump. Although that nine ball's in a jacked up. Hard to tell from this angle if that nine ball is makeable from that side of the table over by where the eight's at.
His last jump shot hit right on the money.
It was close. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, we're about to find out if that nine ball goes.
Oh. Who?
It'll be fun. I've been hoping for a good golf game to stream, so it'd be fun to have those two go at it.
Just talking about moving that.
That's true. Might have to hold off for a little bit now. See if we can start getting some golf action going. If we start getting some golf action, I won't move the camera.
Probably about as long as when.
Then they all start coming in here about the same time.
Yeah, but I think Steven had a little bit of history before coming here. Uh, if I remember correctly, the first time I saw Steven here, he already had nice cues in a case and was. Uh, so I think he played elsewhere before showing up here.
Before he decided to make Diamond his home.
Yes. But he does. He plays well and he handles pressure well for a newer player. Ooh, he's going way outside. 10-ball break?
And it caused him to.
Well, I think the cue ball came off the table. Kind of a scratch.
Yes, sir. 3 on the wire.
Yep, yep. So the set's really not as bad as it looks on the scoreboard. Because you take away the 3 games, it's only 4-3 right now. They're pretty much just running neck and neck. Steven Steven's playing. Like I said, he handles the pressure well of gambling for somebody that doesn't do a lot of it. Yeah, Nick lost last week when they played. So this is a repeat of last week, and I think Steven beat him 9-7 last week. Pretty straight. But you're fine. You just draw the ball back. Why are we? You got a big window to draw back into, or even stop. Stop the ball, shoot the 4 in the corner, roll forward, bump, use the 9 to hold your cue ball there for the 5. But I am but a lowly 500 player, so where are you?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's gonna go too far.
no, he's all right. Although he doesn't want that angle. He went way too far once he passed the 7 ball at that angle he was coming out, he was too far. Farther than he wanted. This ball's pocketable, but what's the shape gonna look like on the 5? The safe out of it. Actually has an edge of the 4 ball. He has an edge. He can thin it on the way by. I'm thinning this ball and using low left. Just not even a hard stroke. Just that's way harder than it's going to turn out okay. Nothing wrong with that. Probably better than what I would have done. I probably would have left him a window between the 8, the 10, and the 4 on the rail with a bank shot. Uh,
Have a good night, Judy.
all right. Good night, Mom. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Georgetown, my favorite place. Such a cool town. Oh, look, James is here.
You know what my favorite place is?
I have no idea.
Anywhere that's not
Not here.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's not sucked into the Central Valley.
Ooh, whoopsie.
I think he thought he was going to shoot it hard enough that it would rattle out.
That didn't work out.
Yes,
Last week.
last Wednesday, playing this exact same match. So my question is, did anybody notice the new thumbnails I was using as my advertise or my poster for the matches? What do you think? Safety allowed, even though it's not what he meant to do necessarily. You can bend this ball on this table still as long as you don't shoot it too hard. Oh yeah, that golf was huge. Golf was absolutely huge in Modesto back in the day. And yeah, Thornton, Tony Meeks, Lynn Killam. Who else used to play in those old timer games? Um, but yeah, there were just a crap ton of them that would just play $1 and $2 golf games all day long. Bill Frazier, Ray Butterfield.
That was a bummer of a shot. Mm. It doesn't hate you, Gary. It's just very busy.
Nobody hates Gary. What, what are you trying to post that it keeps blocking you from saying?
Mm.
There you go.
You're gonna fall behind if you're
What am I falling behind on? Oh, I heard Phil passed away. Um, I don't know of what. I don't know when. I don't. I just heard that he had passed.
not. Well, quit cussing.
Well, he didn't. He told me what he said. Well, you know what? It might be if you typed the torture part like you texted me, it might have kicked that out. Oh, Jesus. Logan, are you in the chat? Logan's trying to get me to play in the Scotch doubles tournament with him in Sacramento. It's on June 14th.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, the day before I leave for Texas. Like, yeah, no, I don't think so. That would be all kinds of bad. I'd be all kinds of tired. Nick 620, Steven 503. So it's what, 117 points? Yeah. 117 points difference in Fargo. But yeah, Gary, I will absolutely pass the message on. I'm trying to remember who else used to play golf back in the day.
I'd love to take that down memory lane with you, but I have no idea.
One and two. One and two. I remember that. Thornton, Butterfield, Tony Me, Bill Frazier, Lynn Killam. Or Lynn Killam, otherwise known as the Time Bandit. Guy played like a god for time. But if you bet $5, he couldn't make a ball. Those guys came around. King came around way later. Kind of funny because some of the guys I'm talking about, Gary, were way before your time. We're talking about the early 80s when it was still Ferronis. Chris Harp was around back even at Ferronis.
He is Geronimo. You're right.
Hey, look, it's Geronimo. Yep. He beat him last week, and he's well on his way to getting there again this week if Nick doesn't figure something out. Yeah, Ken Hopper I've known, let's see, 5th grade. How old would I have been in 5th grade? So, yeah, I've known Ken Hopper for 45 years. His son and I went to school together and we're really good friends. All through elementary school, all through junior high, all through high school. No. Oh, unless that no, that wouldn't have been Mark's old I think his older brother. I think Ken's oldest son, Mark's older brother, passed away. Yeah, Chris Harp is actually in Sacramento now. Every once in a while, he pops in when we're up there for tournaments. He's actually popped into the chat a time or two on the stream as well. Uh, Not really playing pool anymore, but doing good. AG, you remember Tony Meek's old Thunderbird? Such a beautiful car, like a candy apple green convertible. Car
Walk through Nick's spot
twice
twice.
to do what? What the? Thank God he made the ball, or he would have come unglued, which I wouldn't blame him. That was a beautiful, beautiful car. A lot of great, great memories. Yeah, very true. Nick's gonna take a minute to go out and have a smoke.
Great idea.
Yeah,
I'm down with Nick.
you're gonna go pollute your lungs.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit here and continue to go down memory lane. And I'm gonna eat pretzels while we do it. Trying to remember the old. Pretty good, Sergio. How are you? Trying to remember the golf game people. I remember a lot of the tournament people, the older tournament people, Larry Brenner and God, there were so many. Stevens hitting the balls good. Stevens hitting the balls real good. Nick, not so much. Oh, what are we doing here? Are we selling shirts?
Sarah will pay you for it. Her daughter has a clothing emergency. For how much? 25?
The t-shirts are 25.
Yeah.
The jerseys are. Hopefully we have something that'll fit her.
You said extra large, right, Sarah?
Sarah left.
Okay.
Sarah's no longer in the building.
Pretty sure she said extra. I'll take it.
Well, no, when I started at Ferroni's with Barry, I was 9. I started in that pool hall cleaning tables and cleaning the parking lot, doing all that stuff with Barry in 1979. And then I was there till the day we closed it and opened up down here. Then I was here for a year or so, and then I went down with Audie and Kim and Dave when they opened Championship. I was down there for a year or so. Yeah, like I said, you figure I started in 79 at Ferroni. So I was 9, now 55, 54. I'll be 55 in August. So it's been a long time. Met a lot of people. So yeah, then I was at Championship, and then I left and moved to New Mexico for a few years. And then I came back in 94 and came back to what was Boulevard then. And then 99, well, 96, I started working at the water slides, but I was still around. 98, 99, I pretty much walked away from pool completely after my son was born. Um, yeah, then came back 6 years ago. So yeah, I've been around for a minute or two. That's what happens when you're old. You're always around for a minute or two. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we've known each other for 46 years, 45, 46 years. You were 18 and I was just well, at that time, when you started there, I was 5, but I didn't come around yet. I still had another 4 years before I came. Yeah. Marcus, thanks for the like, brother. Appreciate you. But yeah, so like I said, I laugh and I talk about people around this pool hall and who have been around this pool hall or Modesto pool halls longer. And really, there's only two of you, three of you, only three people that have been around these Modesto pool halls longer than me. You, Mel Half Moon, Nick Kano. I remember when Tinsley first started coming in the pool hall. Remember when he first started coming into Ferroni's. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but I remember the tournaments. I remember when him and Loretta started showing up. Yeah. So Gary started right around the time I walked away the first.
He's just a baby.
Yeah. I always enjoy these trips down memory lane and all the stuff, all the people. I don't know who's going to do the talk at the Memorial Tournament. I don't know if I'll be able to.
Okay, I'll bring you a tissue.
Oh yeah, and then I worked at that pool hall for a while too. Gary, you're still in your prime. Just now it's really tired because, well, kids will suck the life out of you.
Amen to that.
I don't know. It's one of those things, JG, poof, they're gone. They don't give you any warning, that's for sure.
Time waits for no one. Nice shot, Nick.
Yep. I've been fighting like hell to get back to where I was when I was in. Yeah, it just doesn't ever happen. Every once in a while, there's a flash in the pan where it's like, oh, yeah, I can do this. I do remember how to do all this. And then it's like, yeah, no, that was just a hallucination. That was like a ghost of a memory that just
The blip on
happened.
the radar screen.
Yeah, I've heard lots of Gary Brown and Robert stories between him and Joey D. Joey's favorite is Robert chasing Gary around the pool table.
which I still have trouble visualizing. It scares me.
Uh,
Make it stop.
yep. A fool and his money are easily parted, that's for sure.
Oh, great. You have to sound like my dad.
No. Like an 800 Fargo, I got no prayer. He is an APA MVP.
Oh, get out of here.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Gary Robert was never that good of a player. Like I said, my time in Oakdale was when Rich owned it, when he first opened it. I think I worked for Rich for a year, maybe not even a whole year. But well, you can tell the Twins are out there. I can not make out what the music is, but I know they played it.
I think they're here. They are. I didn't see them.
I told you she's like an 820. Or is it 280?
I couldn't even tell you. Last I looked, it was 377.
Oh, there you go. Doesn't matter. She has an APA MVP patch.
You know where that MVP patch is headed?
Are you going to have it sewn on one of your shirts?
Not hardly enough that you could tell it.
Oh. Right, we should go back to memory lane because this road that we are traveling on right now is going to get me in trouble.
Cass,
What's happening, Cassandra? Wow, coming in hot. One next to me is going to get that here in a minute.
me too.
Did you get the comment? All right. So Nick is not having a good. Oh, yes. Yes. 3 games again, and Steve's playing these crazy 4 rail safety shots stuff. And I think Nick just dropped his cue, or did he like actually throw it down? I just see it on the.
I have no idea.
Me neither. I just see it laying on the ground now. So I guess I have to find out. I have to see it if it's one of those. That's hilarious. You told him you were a 105 and he still played you? I don't think Robert at his best was what, 65, 70 at his best? That might even be too high. He was playing your brother. That's awesome.
Paintball might be a little hard to get to now.
If you can stay high in the 7, shoot the 7 in the side pocket and roll down into the 8, 9, maybe. I don't know. That's funny. Just taking the foul here.
Apparently.
No, he's looking at it to see if the ball's makeable.
Now the
Huh?
It must have been somebody else.
That's funny. That's unfortunate. That's just for all the good rolls he's got. That's the first bad roll. I think Steven right now is playing fairly cautious. Um, he's thinking everything through. Nick always plays at his own pace.
Feels like it.
It's pretty long. And I have a feeling we're going to see a safety play here. I wouldn't call this. I would just kick it firm and run that six ball up table and try and hold the cue ball right there. That's a nice try, too. I think I would have tried to hit it a little harder, take the six ball up table. But again, that's coming from just a lowly 500 player. What do I know? That ball pretty good. Nice shot, Nick. Going to you. Gonna be my guess.
when I do that. All one pocket. I'd rather miss.
I think he would have rather have missed too. I think Troy's whole purpose behind that was he just wanted to prove a point and wanted to close.
That door.
Yeah, he just wanted to close that door. It wasn't anything that he was ever really looking for. He just got badgered into it for the most part. Yep.
Agreed.
Well played. Nice out.
Even is on the hill. And a whole bunch of APAs. A youngster. Yeah, I didn't get to see the set, so I don't know exactly how it went. Um, I did hear there was a lot of 9-ball swinging. Um, but I cannot confirm nor deny said stories. Goodness gracious. Why am I so yawning?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, he did that a couple times, and that's I I remember because I think he did that back to back darn near that.
Don't look at me. I've slept since then.
Oh, I remember saying, I remember what the heck is he doing? He's got ball in hand, he's got a wide open table, there's nothing on the table, and he's playing a safe. Makes zero sense whatsoever. I remember that whole sequence. Um, and yeah, it was insane. I actually think Swisher said something about it as well. I think Swisher was in the chat at the time and said something about it. That's why you'll
Might have been.
never beat him or something like that.
going away. Mm.
Yuko can still come back. I mean, it's not. I mean, now he's on the hill. That's ugly, ugly. But trying to figure out what he was back there talking to those guys on table 27 about.
Who? Oh, who knows? Hard.
Yeah, it was like I said. I remember the sequence, and I remember making a comment about that's incredibly foolish. Can't win that way. And Mark Swisher in the chat said, "You'll never win that. You'll never. That's why you'll never beat him." So yeah, at this point, I think Nick just wants to be done. Right? Yeah, that's the only match like that I've ever led on my stream, and only because BB kept calling for it. BB wanted it. He insisted. I let him have it. And like I said, he broke even that night. He got the 9-ball set. See if Steven can put this away. He's got a nice table. Nice shot. On the hill, he's shooting smooth and he's shooting controlled. And yeah, it's never over till the 10-ball goes in the hole, but it's definitely advantage Steven here. Pulling, pulling the trigger really nice right. 2 rails. Follow through 2 rails. We're gonna go. You follow through 2 rails. It's here, down. I think I just sharked him. I think he saw my lines and had to sit up.
Nice
All
shot.
right, he came short side. That's fine. Both sides work.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Trying to see what we got.
He's
Nick is taking his stuff apart. I kind of figured. I know he wasn't feeling good when he got here. And I know he's really not feeling good now because things went really bad. Steven played really good. No, Troy is not a gambler. He does not gamble really at all. So Mark has never talked about having any interest to play on the 9-footer on the stream. There are games in his Fargo realm as well, but he's never talked about having any desire to even play on streams. So I've never thought about it. Never looked. They're not playing another set.
no.
Oh, there's going to be a probably not. I'm good. Make sure Steven doesn't want to keep the table. Can I use the predator ball, sir? Sure. Okay.
Anyway. Yep. I'm a lazy bitch.
Lazy ass.
Hey, I'm on stream here. Y'all chill out.
Are you still live?
Yes, I'm still live. Steven is not going to play him even. Apparently, there's a story to be told, which I'll be listening to as soon as I go off the air. Thank you all for joining the stream. That is our thing for the night. We are going to shut her down, and I'm going to go home, and I'm going to sleep. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Go tell Steven to come here. His dance card's getting full. He's got Gary Brown. He's got Tinsley.
Go grab the little bit.
So just so you know, your dance card's getting full. You've got lots of people that are willing to give you the same spot Yuko did. Gary Brown,
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kinsley Johnson, Both of them have said you got the same thing Yuko gave you.
Oh my gosh. He didn't play strong, like he normally does.
No, he played bad. He was
That's what I'm
not playing.
saying.
But
I got out with 3 and 4 ball outs, bro.
I know.
And I was not playing well either.
But you played good enough to win. So I was just passing on. I was just passing on the
You had a
thing.
good night. It was a good night. I can't do it tonight.
Right. So Jeff, who are you talking about on Barbox? Hugo will. If you're talking about Nick, I know Nick will play on Barbox. That's where he prefers to play. That's what I'm trying to find out too. Who Tinsley is who?
To who?
To who? Woo. Yeah.
Well,
Jeff, who are we speaking of? Who is the he that told you? All right, I'm going to mute the mic for a second. I'll be right back. Oh, Mark says nobody will gamble with him on. I doubt that very much because I know Hugo will play him on Barbox. There's no way Alex told him no. There's no way Mike told him no. And there's no way Frank told him no. Hello. There's no way any of those guys told him no, they wouldn't gamble with Mark on a Barbox. No freaking way. Right, Gary?
I'm leaving.
What baseball on your clock? I don't know.
I still think that's fake news. I think I could find if Mark wants to gamble on the Barbox, I guarantee you I can find him 7 or 8 games right now without even trying. Yeah, Jeff, I'm telling you right now, the guy right to my left will play Mark Warsing on the Barbox anytime he wants to play. Mark Warsing. Yeah, that game's if I can set it up, you'll play it, right? Huh? I said if I can set that game up, you'll play it in a heartbeat, right?
I guarantee you right now, Mark.
I know. But he's telling everybody that nobody will play him. So, Mark. So I'm just gonna kind of put a stomp on it. So I guarantee you Mark's got 6 different people that'll play him on a Barbox anytime, no questions asked. No question. Well, do I say it? I gotta say it. I gotta say it to him.
Leave it alone.
No, I have to say it.
Leave it alone.
I have to say it.
Leave it
I
alone.
have to say it. There's no R in wash. I could not say it.
That depends on who you are and where you're from.
We're not in the South, so it's not wash. So you just stop.
Well, on
So, Jeff, we will work on that whole thing because I know Gary, I know Alex, I know Nick. Um, there's a lot of people that'll play Mark on a bar box. So we'll see if we can get a game to happen and I'll stream it. But on that note, guys, that is the end of the night for us. We're going to go ahead and shut her down and we'll be back tomorrow night with a weekly tournament. So
good night, everybody.
y'all have a great night. We'll see you on the flip side. Good night.